Well, hello paddlers, welcome back to my channel. I'm on the landing today, so I've got part of my boat out and it's chilly, hence the hat. Anyway, I'm going to make this as a quick video because it's going to be, this is what I'm going to do. I've done it, have a look at it type thing. Because it's one of them things, there's no need to explain. It's really straightforward. Whether it works or not, I don't know. One of them things. But this is the front part. Whoa, this is the front part of my kayak. My legs would be in there. Right. Now this top half, let me pull this down. This top half here, where my legs would go in, right, where the foot pegs are, because of the nature of the kayak itself, the way it stacks on top of each other, packs away, Pakayak. There's actually, where my legs go, there's a lot of dead space from the top of my legs to the top of the kayak. And when I say a lot of dead space, we're talking, well, not, maybe between, round about 7 inches, let's say. I've never actually measured it, right, but round about the 7-inch mark, where my legs never go near the top. Getting in and out, they don't go near it, basically. Sitting in the boat, they don't go near it. Even if I bend my legs up and I'm sitting in a squatting position, similar to what I am now, my legs never go near this top half here, right, from there and down. So I thought, it's wasted space. What can I do with it? And I picked my son up one of these cheap. Right, it's a cheap little deck bag. Right, and you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong, it's quite well made. But when I say cheap, I think it was about £7, something like that. I mean, it's classed as a deck bag. It came with some plastic hooks to hook onto your bungee on the front, but I've cut them off because they're pointless. I've actually bought some proper, I won't mind, I bought a packet of carabiners, the right size, and of course, going through my gear, looking for something else, I found about 4 boxes of the bloody things, but they were cheap as well, but hey ho, as my brother would say. But yeah, it's just a mess. You see, it's got a zip there, and it's just mesh. So if you've got it on your deck, you can't have anything in there you don't want to get wet. It's not like a proper sealed in deck bag. But I thought it's got a nice little hook there if you wanted to put your keys in or whatever, but that's not really important. But I thought to myself, I can actually connect this inside my boat on the upper. Like I said, legs go in, but if I put this inside and connect it, not here, but inside, right, and it's just in a little bit of extra storage space, right, and there are times, right, where I reckon it will really come in handy. Obviously for longer paddles it would definitely come in handy because you could stick some extra stuff on there. I would still utilize, that's posh, I'd still use my normal deck bag, right, but you could have a few extra bits in there that you can get at easy. But what I really thought about this is, on some of my paddles, I take my deck bag, right, because there isn't a day hatch in the Pakayak. So I take my deck bag and I might just have a bottle of water in it, right, or just my small little flask of coffee, and I've got this big bulky deck bag there. Okay, I have my bilge pump, right, and paddle float on it, but they can go anywhere in the boat. Right, as long as you've got them clipped in or whatever so they don't fall out if you do roll. But I'm not using all the space of my proper deck bag when I've just got a little bottle of water in or something like that. and I thought for like short little trips, I thought just something else. Now before anyone says, well, why didn't you just clip this on the top? Like I said, with it just being mesh, if I put, I don't know, some nuts, some sandwich or anything, then I would need my proper deck bag. Plus also, I'd prefer to have this on the inside, and then I've got the option of both, if you know what I mean. Well, of course you do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can connect it up. I've picked up some more D-rings, which, you know what I mean, the bloody rubber D-rings, right, that you just stick on your boat. And I'm going to stick these on the inside and see if I can get that right to clip in and try it. So that's what I'm doing. So now, through the miracle and the magic of video editing, we're going to do a jump shot right to the end and see if it worked. Jump shot. Okay then, it's day 2, and like most things, plan A has gone out the window and we're having to move on to plan B because this did not work. I had problems with it, unfortunately. Let me show you why. Okay, hopefully you can see it from here. When I'd connected this up, I'm going to have to stand in a funny position. I'm going to have to stand at the other side actually. Yeah, once it was all connected up and in, I'll just sort that out so you... bloody hell. There you go. Yeah, so once it was clipped on there, you can probably already see the problem. You see, it's clipped on there, you'll just have to imagine the bottom because I ain't got 4 arms. It's clipped on there, right, which would be fine normally. Unfortunately, when you put something in it, it was sagging so far down, it was a nightmare. Now, before anyone says you could do it that way, unfortunately, once again, when something's in it, it's sagging right down. Plus, it was really awkward to get my hand in to pull like a bottle out. So basically it was a no-no. Right, so that idea went out the window and that's why. Okay, yeah, there you go. You could see, you see, no matter which way around I had this, it was sagging so much because these were just basically on and there was no friction, and it was just dangling, and it wouldn't work. And if I'd have tried it on the water, I know it would have been, yes, actually it would have worked, but it'd have been awkward, right, and annoying, and each time I reached in for something, I'd have been getting more annoyed because and you don't want to be fiddling about like mad and getting your hand stuck in, you know what I mean. Plus with that big gap, you never know, right, if you tip you could, well, I doubt your leg's going to get stuck, probably not, but it was a little bit of a hazard, you get me. So unfortunately that idea went out the window, right. So I had to mess about taking the D-rings off, right, which need cleaning. I can reuse them, they just need cleaning. If you just, if you've ever got a D-ring absolutely covered in, I nearly said grease then, covered in glue and mess, right, and it starts to go hard, don't throw it away, don't think that's useless. You know when you try to peel the glue off and it's just rock solid on it, you don't have to throw it away. If you just put it glue side facing up in like a little tub and soak it with some WD-40, leave it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, right? And when you go back, you'll be able to scrape all the glue off, and then give them a good wash in soapy water, warm soapy water. Leave them to one side and they'll come back to life again and they'll be as good as new when you're ready to go for whatever you're going to use them for next. So anyway, yeah, this didn't work because I couldn't get the strength on it. However, like I said, plan B. Plan B. Always got a plan B. Got myself a cargo net, but it's for a car. Right, and it's a baskety one. Right, so it opens out that way, but with it being elasticy, right, it stretches, so I can pull this tight onto the boat. Right, now imagine it's tight on the boat. You'll just have to use your imagination. You'll see it in a minute. Right, I'll still able to open up the cargo net because it's elasticy and put my stuff inside. Now, it doesn't come with sticky back Velcro. I had to get that separate. It just comes with the coarse side of the Velcro. If you're interested, let me know. I'll tell you what, I'll just leave a link in the description. I got them from Amazon, they were cheap. Right, it just comes with a sticky back part of the Velcro, because you're meant to like stick them on the back of your seats or something, your car seats, unless you've got a leather car, which is all leather, all your seats, or in the boot or something. You know, it sticks to the material. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's wood and that's concrete, so that's not going to work. So what I did was I just picked up some Velcro and I've got the smooth side. I measured it out, marked it all up, and I'm going to stick the smooth side to the inside of the boat. Alright, how long it'll last, I don't know. Alright, will it fall off when it gets wet? Not straight away, and maybe not ever. I had some Velcro in there holding up, for want of a better word, a little flap I had. Right, and when I peeled it off, it was so strong. It's actually, you might have seen it in the overshot, it's left the side of the boat, there's still a bit of the old glue, you get me, stuck on, and it's rocks. It really is solid. Funnily enough, thinking about it, I could actually squirt WD-40 on that and clean it up, but it's on the inside, no one's ever going to see it, don't worry about it. So it might last years, it might last months. Right, it all depends how good. I did get a good Velcro though, with an extra sticky back. That's what I wanted, extra sticky. For want of I'll leave a link in the description to that as well, just in case you want to do this, because this will work on any boat. Right, how good it will work, we'll find out. Which leads me straight on to say, you don't need to see me sticking that in. Let's do another jump shot, show you the end product. Well, there you go then. Like I said, I don't know how long that Velcro will stay on. It might last, it might not. I don't even know at this point whether or not I'll have to take this off when I'm restacking, but with it being Velcro, that's not a problem, taking it off and putting it on, which is a good thing, rather than having the clips. If you're wondering what this is me being kind of lazy. It's where I've got my clips on at the sides. Right, these are the bolts that I've gone through. And just to protect my knees, I've literally just covered them in hot glue, so it makes them rubbery, you get me, so they're nice and soft on both sides. Right, if I bang my knees when I've got my shorts on or something. Right, so not in winter. But yeah, so this should work fine. I mean, it's a bottle of water and my coffee, and you'll get one or two more bits in there, but you don't want to go crazy. The whole idea is not to go crazy, just things that you use more often, rather than in my great big deck bag. I can just have quick and easy to get out there. Right, final thoughts. Okay, just before my final thoughts, I brought the other end up, what that end would sit on top of, just to see if I would have to remove that cargo net or not. And the answer is no. that seems okay. Oh, if you're wondering what this is, right, when you get the Pakayak, oh, that's that tape I was on about, on that double-sided tape. Right, when you get the Pakayak, it has like, for want of a better word, a reinforced cloth type thing with clips on to actually cover up the buckles, the locks, alright, so they don't get scratched when you're putting them in and out of the kayak, when you're restacking like I just did. Well, it was a bit bulky and a bit in the road, and I thought it's pointless, so I just stuck this little bit of foam on, alright, and it's just enough to protect, so these don't scratch the other part of the kayak. They're the words I'm trying to get out. And this was one of them bad ideas. This was before I got my bath mat that I put inside. It's just some rough, what is it? It's like just a rough paper for gripping, like a grip paper. But that didn't work either, so that come out. But the bath mat works brilliant. But yeah, so I'm very happy with that. So now for the final thoughts. I hope I press record then. I've just showed you these. I bloody hope I press record. I think I did. I'll have to check, and if not, redo that bit. Yeah, so final thoughts. Basically, it looks fine, right? As in it's a lot cleaner than them D-rings. It's a lot higher, so plenty of leg room still, even with a couple of cups and stuff inside. Cups, you know what I mean, with flasks and stuff. So how will it stand up with wear and tear? That's a question only time can answer. But yeah, we'll just see. But I'm quite happy with Plan B. I wish I'd have thought of Plan B first, because Plan A was, you know, when you're sticking D-rings on stuff, it's a pain, because you have to stick them, then you have to wait till the next day before you can test them, and then if there's a problem you have to rip them off, clean them, restart, reset them. It can be a bit of a pain, right? But yeah, so Plan B seems good, so we'll just have to see what happens. Right, watch this space, so to speak. You'll find out next time I'm on the water. I'll let you know how it's going. I mean, the worst case scenario is I'm on the water paddling and it just falls off. It's only going to fall between my legs, and then all I would do is, because you don't want bottles rolling about and stuff, all I'd do is pull into the shore somewhere on the bank, right, get my stuff out and just chuck them in the dry bag, chuck them in the day hatch or something like that. Day hatch. Chuck them in the hatch. I ain't got a day hatch on that boat. That's the whole idea of this. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to leave this one here. I'll still have to figure out my bilge pump space and stuff, but there's always room for stuff under the bungee cord. There's a million, because it's not, at the moment my bilge pump is actually on my deck bag, sort of like on the side. There's a pocket, a designed pocket for the bilge pump, but obviously if I won't be using the deck bag, I won't be having that pocket. Jesus Christ, I'm going around in circles. Right, I'm going to leave this one here. Hope you liked the video. Like I said, I'll leave links to that cargo net and that thing, or if you're interested in, I can't remember where I got that from. If you're interested in that first thin little deck bag, right, leave me a comment and then I'll scour my receipts and figure out where I bought it from. Because in all fairness, this is a nice little deck bag. Alright, like I said, I mean, it's well made. You've got a nice little pocket there, and inside you've got like some, that side's open, but on that side there's some individual pockets, you get me? So it would work fine, right? And it worked great as a small little deck bag on top of your boat, you get me? So I could have done it that way, right? in the future I may just clip this on the front, you know what I mean, don't know, but yeah, so it's a good little cheap little deck pack, right, for your smaller stuff, right, that you don't mind getting wet. So don't put your sandwiches in there unless they're in one of them air sealed plastic bag things. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave this one here. Simply say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, cheers.